Hey, it's Tenille Townes, and you're listening to Music Row.
Welcome to Music Row, a backstage pass to your favorite country artists. Here's your host, Leake.
Thanks for tuning in. Our guest on this week's program is Tenille Townes, and we'll check in with her in just a few. Couple of announcements this week. Chayce Beckham announced his Bad For Me tour will be playing Eastern Canada prior to a European swing starting Feb 2025. The tour starts actually February 1st in London, Ontario. Sticking with Canada, Boots and Hearts, the largest country fest in the land, has announced their headliners for 2025, and they include Bailey Zimmerman, Sam Hunt, Hardy, who I think might be playing there for his third time in 2025, Tyler Hubbard, who I just caught live in Toronto, Chase Rice, and Cole Wetzel. And for those who want to save some money on the 2025 ticket price, you can pick up yours today for 20% off at the Boots and Hearts website. Boots and Hearts runs August 7 through 10 in Burles Creek, Ontario. And finally, CCMA winner and singer-songwriter Owen Riegling has released Bruce County from the Beginning, an expanded version of the debut EP through Universal Music Canada. The deluxe EP features 11 tracks recorded in Nashville and produced by Brad Hill, who's worked with Maren Morris, Brothers Osborne, Brett Young, no bigs.
Music Row on Tour, brought to you by Live Nation.
Still lots of shows to check out before 2024 wraps up. As mentioned, our guest, Tenille Townes, who will be joining us in just a bit, has a whole Western swing of dates starting on November 13th in Winnipeg. Saskatoon, Calgary, Edmonton, and such will follow. You can see Lainey Wilson playing Monroe, Louisiana, November 15 and 16. Of course, she'll be on the CMA Awards on the 20th. November 12, you can find Carly Pierce playing Calgary, followed by Edmonton, and dates in Saskatoon and Winnipeg. And Brad Paisley plays 3 nights at the Wynn in Vegas starting December 6th. This is exciting.
This is exciting.
You get into Toronto.
Yeah.
Do a quick sound check.
That's right.
And now I'm flashing a bright light in your face.
In the balcony.
It's like getting pulled over by the cops.
A little bit.
You know? License, registration, man.
No
Tenille
kidding.
Townes.
How are you?
I'm so good.
Good.
Only because you're wearing a reversible jacket
Well, listen,
that I applaud.
thank you. I really appreciate it. You pointed it out. And this is a new jacket. I'm pretty excited about it.
One thing I'll point out about your jacket is there's lots of embroidery, and immediately when I saw it, it reminds me of your guitars.
Oh,
which
thanks.
are very artistic, and you're always adding on to them.
Yes.
Do you add on a regular, or does it get added on and then a new varnish or a gloss goes on top? How do you do it? What do you do?
All the technical guitar people tell me that I should be doing a varnish every time because it just like settles in what you've just painted on top. But they all think I'm crazy for painting on a guitar anyway, so I just have just not done any of that.
I've always loved your guitars.
Thank you.
Because it's so, well, obviously it's 1000% you.
Yeah.
And nobody really does it.
Well, thank you. They're like my time capsule. So each record that I'm working on, each season of music gets represented by a guitar. So hopefully one day I'll be able to look back at a whole collection and be like, oh, this went with this record and this was this evolution. And so I add as the music goes. So right now I'm playing one that's kind of more of a blank slate because I'm at the start of a whole new journey and I'm going to get that one all painted eventually, but it's just kind of clean right now.
But it's not you who does the painting.
No. Okay. So, well, I did part of the one. Masquerades came out during the pandemic, and so I couldn't get to my friend who's an incredible artist that's done the rest of the painting on these. And so I literally got paint pens from the craft store, and I did a sunrise with straight lines because that's the extent of my... I had a ruler. I could trace it out. I was like, I can handle a sunrise. So I did that part. But my friend Louis Lavoie is amazing. He's an awesome artist from Alberta, and he's done the work on the rest of the guitars for me so far.
Well, you're lucky, too, because according to guitar lore, you can never have too many guitars.
I mean, I agree with that.
So you could have 100 albums, 100 guitars that are unique.
I love it, yeah.
Has there anybody who's maybe come forward and said, you painted your guitar?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people think I'm crazy. The Lemonade Stand one is an old Martin that I found with my manager, Crystal. We were at a shop in Austin, Texas, and I fell in love with this thing. It's like such a good feeling to it. It's the right size, but it's like an old 60s Martin. It wasn't the original back and side, so I didn't feel as bad putting a bunch of like paint on it.
So
But
there's
definitely
some new
people
glue.
who panic about this. Yeah, there was some new glue, but I don't know. I got the original idea when I was in the studio working on the lemonade stand, and my dad came to visit, and we went through the Country Music Hall of Fame, and we were looking at all of these guitars, and like they all have a story to tell, and they've got such character, and like Willie Nelson's guitar is probably the most like iconic acoustic thing that's just been around forever. That
Was
he's
he
just
not a
beat
Martin
up.
as well?
I think so. Yeah. What is it? He named it like Trigger or something. It's got like holes in it from where he's worn through. It's so awesome. So anyways, I was just looking at all these things going, I want some guitars that tell a story.
I'm happy that you went with paint on the guitar rather than rhinestones and glitter, because there's a lot of that in the Country Music Hall.
That's true. There's a lot of sparkles, which is fine, but
It's
yeah.
that would have just. I'm
Thanks.
glad you went there.
Thank you for that. I appreciate
We
it.
were joking around about some of this recording equipment that I brought in today.
Yeah, you killed this. I mean, look, this is very professional setup. I'm impressed.
Well, it's part of the Shed of Dreams Productions.
Listen, you're doing great.
We're a very small but smart outfit.
I love it.
So,
Congrats on the podcast, by the way. This is awesome.
Gosh. It's only because of people like you
No.
that make these things possible.
Well,
I sounded like public service television. Your donations will keep
Make this dream possible. It's true, though.
But you can do so much now with so very little technology.
This is true.
But you went to the extreme and actually recorded music on a train.
Yeah.
Now, there's one part that I get why you would do it, because you were on the train for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 15 days.
How many shows did you play?
65 shows.
Okay,
And-
I'm not tremendous at math, but that's like 4 shows a day.
Yeah, I think on an average. Some days we'd only have like 2. So we got a lot of recording done on those days. And then some days we were doing 7 or 8 shows a day, which was crazy. I've never experienced any of that before. But it was the CP Holiday Train. So we rode it from Montreal all the way to Calgary. And
That
it
is
was
such a haul.
It was, but I mean, what an amazing way to see Canada. Like, it was like you get this front row seat on these railroad tracks that no one else is getting to see. It was so special.
You're going through a town that you would never
Totally.
see, because it's, as much as the train sticks to close to the highway.
Yeah.
The highway doesn't duck into
No,
towns.
and it's
the
not like
train
going
does.
through. Like we had record breaking day. We still talk. This is legendary with my band, but
the
like
Tenille
yes, in
Townes
our crew,
realm.
like we saw over 60 eagles in one day on that train.
And whereabouts were you?
I think that was on the second year we did it, actually, which it went through the states. It was in Iowa, of all places. But yeah, we counted. We were sitting on the balcony and we were like, oh, this tree's got 4. This one's got 8. Like, we couldn't believe it. It was insane.
Did you immediately go out and write a song about eagles?
About eagles, yeah, definitely. No, but we did write a lot of songs on the train, and I just felt so inspired, like seeing all these communities show up. It's all for the food bank, so everyone showing up's bringing like a donation and helping their friends and neighbors, and like they're bundled up in this freezing cold weather. Like,
Winter
it's
can be
true
cold.
Canadians. Like, oh, it's so cold. We played in, where in Saskatchewan was it? It was out of Saskatoon, but it was minus 32, and like my eyelashes were frozen, like from the condensation with the microphone. I never experienced anything like that, and these people were standing out there.
What do you mean
singing
you've never
along?
experienced anything like that? You grew up in Grand
I know,
Prairie.
but I hadn't played a show in it. You know,
Right, you were.
We
you
were,
weren't
like,
even- you
outside
were
playing.
with the cutoff. Were you playing with the cutoff?
Well,
mitts
one
or the-
hand had yes. On that particular show, I did do all measures, but
I'd be playing with mitts that didn't have fingers, like the actual garbage mitt itself.
Yeah. I was just looking at everybody out there going, if you're here coming to the show and standing out in this, like, it is my honor to get to do this with you. So it was so fun and inspiring, and just like witnessing the resiliency and the generosity of all of these beautiful humans. Like,
Because you
I
have to-
loved it.
You have to do a donation, right?
Yeah, and it's a free show. The train comes through the town, and one of the box cars, it looks like the Polar Express. Like, it's so magical, and it's all lit up with Christmas, and you pull up into the town, and like one of the box cars folds down, and everyone is gathered outside around the train.
It's
and
there, it's on.
We don't even get off it. There would be like 3 or 4 days would go by, and we were like, we haven't touched the ground in like days.
Showering on a moving train.
Yeah, they do park for a few hours overnight, but you're not really supposed to get off it because it's often in train yards, which can be kind of dangerous. So we stayed on the train, but it wasn't moving during most of the showers.
Because
That
That's
would
not
be an
good.
adventure.
Did you find too that once the train stopped, you felt like you were kind of still moving?
Well, yes, we had train legs for sure, like sea legs, like people get on a cruise ship, but we had train legs. Yeah.
So you wrote 6. Was it 6 songs for the EP?
I actually did write 6, but only so we had 4 that made it onto the EP and then 1 cover. So, but yeah.
I'm guessing you punched it up a little bit in the studio afterwards, but those were they all recorded straight on the train?
No, like everything that was recorded was done on the train, and then we like just mixed it together after. But
Some
yeah,
of the songs already kind of in the back pocket, or
nope, they all were. Honestly, I got on the train going, that could be cool. Like, what if we recorded a song or two, and then I just kind of tucked it in my mind, and by like day 4 I was writing so many songs and feeling inspired, and I just was like, we're doing this. And so we stole gear from the stage car, and we'd like pull it all the way to the caboose and set up and like made a studio back there essentially.
Are there other people on this train that are just regular passengers?
There's one passenger car where so the CP like staff, like they'll allow some of their staff and their kids to get on to ride from stop to stop.
Oh, like a promo for their
yeah. But that's it. And then it was our crew, the band, and then we had a few CP employees that like, you know, they're like the train master that are actually like making sure the train is running, and the mechanics and
making sure you're safe.
Yeah, totally.
Because
so they take care of us. Oh yeah, we're trouble for sure.
Notorious, just investigative. Yeah. Let's check this out.
I mean,
of course. No, that uncouples the train.
That's right. Yep. We don't want that. No, they took great care of us. It was awesome.
So if you're writing songs on a train,
yep,
it tells me that you're writing songs everywhere. Are you kind of packaging stuff up all the time?
I mean, yeah. So my voice memos are a disaster on my phone, and I don't label them well, which is really something I should get better at. But
is it all saved to the cloud at least?
Yes, and it's just like new recording 927, new recording 928, and
so
it's
you
just
gotta
like
go through it like, which one is this?
Yes,
which
but
one
it's
is
like
that?
it'll be me in an elevator, like, or like I'll have some thought as I'm on the plane, and like there'll be like the safety demonstration happening behind it, and I'll be like da 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 da, like singing the melody
you know
into
who
it.
does that? Neil Young.
Really?
Neil
That's
Young,
so cool.
He sings into his phone when
That's amazing.
When he's out doing walks with his dogs.
I love that. That makes total sense. I think it has.
You are Neil Young.
Oh, come on
the
now.
Neil Young.
Come on, stop it. That's so cool. But yeah, I think there's something to. There's like a part of your brain that, like, when you're doing something else, or this is why I love being in motion so much too. Like looking out a window, or flying on a plane, or you're walking your dog, or like whatever that was. Like there's a part of your brain that kind of steps into like, so I don't even know. It's like it's not thinking too hard, because you're doing something else, and like I think it opens doors in your creative self to hear things.
With that 10,000 times over, because when a good song comes on, I immediately go, oh, and I turn off the song and I call that person because of that stupid idea.
Because it made you think of something.
And I wreck that moment of that song. So
no, but that's what the moment's for, you know? I think music's funny like that. Like it just kind of like, I don't know, it speaks to us in different ways or something. But I find that with creativity for sure. Like I'll think of, sometimes I'll try and be so intentional and sit in my music room and I'll be like, okay, I want to write a song about this. And it's like staring at the paint and waiting for it to dry. It's like sometimes I'll write a way better song if I go out for a walk with my dog.
It's like a urine sample.
Yeah, you can't think too hard. You just gotta just do the thing and go. I've never heard songwriting compared to that before, but here we are. That's good.
I understand that your beloved truck that drove you from Grand Prairie to Nashville, which I'm guessing is about 70 hours. It probably takes, what does it take, 12 hours just to get through Alberta?
I know, pretty much. Yeah, it did for us. It was a 47-hour road trip, so not quite 60, but it was definitely a long one. And we crossed through in Saskatchewan, but we drove south in Alberta, and then we went through the Dakotas and down to Nashville. But yeah, my dad helped me make the drive, and I had finished like a school tour. Once I graduated high school, I spent 32 weeks on the road in a motorhome across Canada. And then when that wrapped up, I was like, okay.
Did your parents know?
They did. They were like, okay, she's serious. Like, she's really into this. So, okay, here we go. And so I was like, now that I've got some experience on the road, I want to get to Nashville and work on my songs and really like just jump all the way in. And so my dad helped me make the drive, and we took shifts, and he mostly drove though. But my truck is the thing that brought us, and I just can't get rid of this thing now. Like, it's the only thing I've driven since high school. It's my piece of home, and it's where I've listened to like every record I've made or every demo, and like it's just come through those speakers first.
I've actually heard of this producer who he's produced, albums that have sold, I don't know, he's probably done 40 million albums.
Dang.
In terms of sales go and all that. Now he's got money.
Yeah.
He built kind of a half car.
Right.
And has it in his condo/studio.
That's amazing.
So he can sit in the driver's seat, put on music.
And see how it feels.
And overlook the city.
I love this.
I'm like,
that's very, very cool.
I'm like, why don't you just do mushrooms?
I mean, true.
So
that would definitely be cheaper. But yeah, there's something familiar about it. It's like, it's just where I've listened to everything. It just kind of knows me, and I'm just sentimental about it. It's my piece of home. So I keep fixing it up, and we've got house music coming on now. I'm sorry. I hope this isn't. We're just gonna have a little Lena Ronstadt joining us.
So this vehicle though gets you there.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't have lasted in Grand Prairie because of
the weather.
The elements.
This is true. The salt,
sand,
the salt would have got it.
You actually,
I might have saved its life. I might have extended
people, it. You help people in situations with shelter and all this, and now you've rescued your own truck.
Well, thank you for this. Wow, I've never heard it put that way.
You're an unbelievable.
I do love driving it. It's definitely been acting up. I've had to fix it a bunch lately. It's starting to get expensive. But then I wrote the song about it because I was like, well, at least I'll let it live on through the song. And yeah.
It probably doesn't work because you're always on the road.
It really just sits there a lot of the time. Yeah.
You got to keep the...
I got to check the tires when I get back. And yeah, that's right. And make sure that they haven't gone completely flat.
This is one of the biggest tours I think you've been on in a while.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. Maybe COVID and
maybe.
whoever.
Yeah.
And also an incredible talent. But you are going back into Grand Prairie in just a little while. Does the whole band go home with you?
Yes. Yep. Everybody's coming. And
what happens?
Well, yeah, we're playing, this is also my first like arena headline show. I've never done one of those before, but we're playing the hockey arena, and this is the place where that was my first gig. Like, I think I was 9 the first year I started doing it, but I sang "O Canada" at all our Storm hockey games in Grand Prairie. And
that is so stressful to me.
Yeah. Oh, the anthem it's always been stressful. But yeah, that was my first thing. And so I went out there for years on the ice and sang before every game, and I was just like, someday I'm going to come back here and play this arena, and it's happening now.
Do you think you could do the anthem today?
Oh, gosh. I have recently. I did it at the baseball all-star game.
That's right.
Which is the most nervous I think I've ever been in my life. Like, I never used to be as worried about it when I was younger, and it just increasingly gets to be more of a worry.
Well, also, there's videos of people screwing up the anthems.
It's so hard.
And
it's a hard song to sing, and everyone's just, you're the leader, There's a lot of stress. But yeah, 9-year-old me wasn't that stressed. And so she was just standing there, was just like singing it. And yeah, I'm so excited to go back and play there. It's going to be really fun.
So that means the guest list for the show is going to be insane. But what's it like taking the band to see your family? And are they cooking for you? Are you staying?
Yeah, good question. Well, true story is my parents actually have sold the house, and so there's not like the same home, vibe. Not the same vibe to go home to. I don't know why they did that, but anyway, I am happy for them and their new adventures. But it won't be quite the same deal of home. But the band has also come back. We do Big Hearts for Big Kids, which is a fundraiser that is in Grand Prairie that raises money for our local youth shelter, and so we do that every year or every 2 years, and so they've been back for Big Hearts like 3 or 4 times now, so they know the stomping ground ropes already.
I threaten my parents with bands dropping in on their house.
Do you?
They live
That's
in Winnipeg.
Amazing. And they feed everybody?
No, I just threaten them with it. And all my friends that are rolling through, that's all they want to do is go to my family's home.
They're like, can we have them, please? That's amazing.
Visit? And
that's great.
It'll probably put them into cardiac arrest, so I don't want
it. Panics them. Well,
without question. Why wouldn't they don't know what's happening in the world of music today compared to the world of music in the 70s, where every TV was thrown out of a window.
Oh, I see why it's stressful. Though. Yeah, we're so calm now. Everyone's so well behaved these days. I think for the most part.
What keeps you satisfied on the road when you're not on tour? Not on the stage. There's a lot of downtime for Tenille Townes and crew.
There is. Time is a vortex out here. It's so strange. It doesn't travel the same I don't understand where the days go, honestly. Like, we'll get to a venue and we're in this bandwagon right now, which is kind of like, it's like a baby bus. Like, it's not quite as expensive. So it kind of looks like a food truck, and it's got some bunks in there.
It's the biggest food truck ever. Like water
it's a little like an RV. I don't know, something in there, but it's called a bandwagon. And so it's a little bumpy. It's not like the best sleep of your life. So you try to get a little bit of naps in, but we drive through the night, and then, we kind of get up and we always try to find some cool local coffee, and sometimes, I don't know, wander around and get some fresh air. And then all of a sudden sound check starts happening and the rest of the day just goes. I don't know where time goes out here.
Well, good for you for at least getting out. And
I do try to see the daylight.
Seeing a little bit. Vitamin D is pretty good for you.
It really is. And I also really like getting to see, a lot of times it's like, I want to like go explore more things, and the time schedule of the tour doesn't really allow for a lot of exploring, but every now and then there's a little bit. Yesterday in Guelph, I took 2 different Uber trips to the Home Hardware because the shower curtain in the bandwagon broke, which is where I hang all the clothes. Well, the first one I bought was the wrong size, and so I had to go back and get a different one. But yeah, anyways, so that I saw a lot of Guelph yesterday.
So you spent more on Uber than the parts.
Than the shower curtain, definitely.
Like you probably did about $70.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Piece.
For a $5 rod, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
that's where we're at. Welcome to Life on the Road.
And when you're in the on the bus, you know, it's no fixed address, so it's not like Amazon can find you the next day.
It's a little tricky with that. Yep.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Before we go, what is, after this tour, where does Tenille Townes land?
Okay, well, I'll be back in Nashville, and I'm working on new music. I've just been writing a little bit here and there, and I'm also just like really loving how this tour feels right now. Like, I just really enjoy getting to be in this space where everyone's like, I don't know, kind of connected to a song in a moment, and I'm trying to like just be really present in that and be able to use that as fuel in what I'm making next. So
you were made for the stage.
Thank you. I love it.
Every time I've seen you play, I'm like, of course, this is what she does.
Thanks.
Tenille, thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. Yeah, I look forward to that.
Follow Music Row on X at Music Row Country. On Instagram at Music Row Official. Music Row is produced by Shedda Dreams.